Okay. So for today, what we are going to say, we will say the main theme means the talk will be on the cloned and predatory journals, and then journal selections. Before going to that one, we should slightly understand. We will understand that what are the different types of papers are there, what are the different types of articles are there, and what is the flow of paper when we submit paper. Why? Because when we'll understand the clone and predatory journals, one way is the editorial process. So we will understand what is the editorial process when you submit a paper, how it's flowing, what is the its journey, and then later on we will see the some kind of lacuna on the basis of which papers get rejected, and then we'll come to clone and predatory journals. So we will talk about the type of journals. We will talk then we will talk about the cloned and predatory journals, and then journal finders. Uh, First, if you will say what is the research, so research generally means whenever you are trying to find any kind of solution for any problem through a scientific way, through a scientific manner. Scientific manners means uh, system. You will have a process where you are going to investigate, analyze the uh, in this process to systemic for investigation and analyzing process. What we do, whatever understanding, whatever knowledge or papers or informations available, either offline or online, different resources that we do. That process is called as literature search or literature review. So we do different kind of understanding, different kind of knowledge through those literature search and literature review. We validate our existing knowledge and solve the a specific problem. So this is exactly the research is. So the process, if you'll see in the research, is it's formulate questions. We create hypothesis. Then we will have aim and objective after the literature search. According to the hypothesis or according to our aim and objective, normally we collect the data, we analyze it, and then we interpret our result and we see, validate it where our result exists in in terms of the existing understanding. So this is the actual research I'm talking about. I'm not talking about the review papers and other things. When we do any kind of research, this is the way. So generally we talk research, that is the two different way. It is qualitative or quantitative. But if you are going to classify research, there are n number of classification will be there. There are different way we can classify the research. So we will see those different classifications also. So, if you'll basically understand, qualitative means, as its name suggests, it is normally quality based. So, it is where we normally trying to understand the concept, experiment, and phenomena. But one important thing is here, non-numerical values will be there, non-numerical data will be there. So, because numerical value will not be there, numerical data will we don't have. So, normally we cannot interpret or we cannot analyze it through a statistical tool. So these type of qualitative research will be interpretative or explanatory in nature. At the same time, when we talk about the quantitative research, normally it's here we collect the informations and numerical data will be there. So on the basis of those numerical data, we normally try to test hypothesis, measures variables and the variable non-variables, and determine the pattern and relationship. And these quantitative data research, there we use statistical or mathematical tools. So this is the two broad type of classification of research. Otherwise, this is when we classify research on the basis of approach, which type of approach you use. So there we have qualitative and quantitative research. We will talk about the two other type of researches, that is based on the purposes. So these are the four different type of research we will talk about. Qualitative and quantitative already I've told you. Normally qualitative is explanatory in the nature or descriptive in nature, where normally we try to understand concepts, thought experiments, and non-numerical value will be there, non-numerical data will be there. In case of quantitative, analytical, and conclusive, and there we normally we have hypothesis, we measure variables and identify pattern, and we test it through the statistical or mathematical tools. Then we are having basic and applied research. So when you classify the research on the basis of purpose, there we have two classes: basic research and applied research. Basic research, we sometimes we also call it fundamental or pure research. where our aim is to expand our knowledge without immediate applications. So normally, if you are going to study or a structure of certain things, that is the basic research. So whereas at the same time, applied research normally it focuses on the application, real world problems. So the advanced version of the basic research is the applied research. So this is on the basis of purpose. So we have seen only these four types. Otherwise, if you want to classify research on the basis of methodology, there we are having, we will not talk about those things, but just I will tell you, on the basis of methodology, we are having five different type of research. Like we are having descriptive research, we are having analytical research, experimental research, explanatory. Then on the basis of time dimension, we can classify the research. On the basis of logic, we can classify the research. So the n number of type of classification you can have for the research. But we are not going to see all those research. Then why we do research? What is the purpose of research? So here I have mentioned only six different regions why we do research is. First is to expand our knowledge or understanding. So normally we try to advance our understanding or knowledge. So for that to we uncover normally new facts, new theories and insights which contribute into the growth of human knowledge and intellectual development. So that is our first purpose. We do research. Then we also try to solve real world problems. Like sometime uh, COVID came. That time, because that sudden situation came to us, so we try to overcome those situations. We try to solve. We to try to find a solution for that one. So that is the real world problem or exact situation whenever problem will come. Then we support decision making systems, especially policymakers or businesses, or there are some organizations. They require information or any kind of research which is supported by values, supported by data. So there we require evidence based decision making system. So that for to support that thing also we do research. Then fourth one will be to validate existing theories or hypotheses. uh, for that one we do research. Then to drive innovation and technological advances we do research. And last one will be to establish credibility and contribution into the academia. That's why we do research. So it normally increases our academic reputation, credibility, professional, uh, you can call it name and fame. So for that purpose also we do research. Other than these six, there are a number of other regions also. Like if you will see anthropology, archaeology, or history or social sciences, there we do research to preserve our cultural heritage. Sometimes language, sometimes our archaeological some kind of things. So there also we do research to improve human health. We do research. Uh, Sometimes to enhance our education and learning system we do research, like where we talk about the curriculum design, curriculum teaching methodology, pedagogical tools. So there are a number of purposes can be there for the research. It is not necessary that all these purpose will fit on everyone. So some purpose will fit on me, some purpose may fit on you. At the same time, whatever research you do, these research need to get published. So if you don't publish those research, it's of no use. So whatever research you have done, if it is not documented, if it is not available for the society, for the scientific community, it is of no use. It is waste of resources, waste of time, waste of everything. So what are the different regions where we get published? We publish papers. So first, to knowledge dissemination and contribution to the science. So whatever research we have done it, if you want to share our finding to our outcomes, to our analytical things, to scientific community, to the community which is working in the same area, so that we need to publish research. If you are not publishing, you are not able to share it. At the same time, if you are going to conferences also, conference publication also is part of the sharing information only, sharing knowledge only. Then for academic and professional recognitions, like I have already told you, whenever you do research or you publish papers, it gives you citations, it gives you H index, it gives you name and fame and different type of ranking scheme for authors also, for institutions also. So overall publications gives academic as well as organizational reputations, rankings you can call it. For career advancement and funding opportunity, like career advancement meant whenever if you are in the teaching field or research field, to get promoted from the assistant professor to associate, or associate to professor, or professor to senior professor, or in the research field also, publication is one of the main criteria which decides your career growth. So career advancement, and at the same time funding agencies also gives you fund to do perform research. Only when you are having certain publication, few publication, or the more or less publication in the particular field, then only you will get funded. Collaboration and networkings. So whenever we publish papers in the collaborations along with our co-authors, along with the co-workers, so it helps us in the networking systems. It improves our citation and the research impact, research visibility, so which ultimately gives you the name and fame, allowing research, addressing real world problem and innovations. Example already I've given you about the COVIDs. Yeah, different kind of other scenarios also. So these are the different regions where we publish papers. So what are the different type of literatures? What are the different type of publication we do? So we are having three broad classes of publications. We can classify into primary, secondary, and tertiary class. Uh, Primary classes where exactly in experimental values, experimental information we share, we publish, raw data we publish. So, like original research paper, you can call it, brief communication, short communication, you can call it. So those normally falls under the primary literatures. So these are the different type of article which falls into the primary literatures where original research is going to be published or shared. So, second one is the secondary literatures, where exactly it is not best. We don't publish the raw data. We don't share the raw data, but it is secondary literatures are based on the primary literatures. So primary literature we read, we analyze, we compile the informations, and then we publish it. So like review papers, systematic review, meta reviews, books, book chapters, editorials, biographies. These are the secondary type of literature, secondary publications. And the third is which is based on primary and secondary. Normally, these are you can call it encyclopedia, dictionary, databases. So these are falls into the tertiary literature or tertiary category. One by one, we will say what are the merits and demerits of those things. What are the content which normally we publish in primary, secondary, and tertiary. So first and most important work which publish is the research article, or it's also called as original articles. So this is the most common type of article we publishes into the academic journals. Uh, it reports the original research, which normally include our experimental methodology, observations, clinical, survey-based. So any kind of research we can do depending on the area, depending on the field, depending on the our work. So normally this type of original research involves a structured format, which we call it IMRAD, IMRAD. IMRAD, it is abbreviated format which contains introduction, methods, results, and discussion. We will talk about those IMRAD formats also. So it contains original robust data, statistical analysis, and some kind of figures, tables which supports your data. Then uh, value, its length depends on the journal to journal. Some journals will have 5,000 words, some journals will have 10,000 words. So depending on journal to journal. One rule is if journal is only published into the online format, online version, it does not have hard copy, hardbound. So their word limitation is slightly relaxed. But if any journal which publishes into the soft copy as well as the hard copy, or only in the hard copy, there normally word limitation is very hard, very tough. They normally will charge you for the extra words also. Why? Because for every page printed, they have to cost. It is going to be costly for them. So that's why when paper is going to be published into the hard copy, there normally word limitations you have to maintain very strictly. Second, this type of original article I have told you, it is going to follow a Mirad format where it means it is introduction, material methods or methods you can call it, results and discussion. When we talk about introduction, so introduction means exactly you are talking about the problem. So there are few questions which we normally try to answer into the introduction sections, like what are you writing and why you are writing your paper. Uh, Who are you to write it? Means you have done your earlier work, or you have already published your work on those area or not. What is the problem you are going to address? What is the background of those work, those problem, and what is the previous hypothesis about the problem? So normally these are the portions which we cover into the introduction sections. Second important portions which we write into the original article is material and methods, where normally we try to answer the process or the way of solving those problems which we have earlier discussed. So normally, how did you do the study? Which type of material you have used it? Which type of sample or information? Which how you gathered it? Which methodology do you have used it? Which type of experimental tools or analytical tools you have used it? So normally these are part of your material and methods. Then the third section comes results. That is exactly we are talking about the our finding from which we have collected on the basis of the material and methods. So there we talk about how did you find, how much data you have collected, how much data you are going to include it in the form of pictures, in figures, tables. Uh, so and there you have to judge which things need to be given into the pictorial format, which things need to be given into the tabular format, and which things need to be given into the text format. That you need to judge it. So the things which you want to give more emphasis, normally it should be into the pictorial format because it gives more impact. Uh, and obviously you have to write important key finding also. And the last portion is discussion. So what does this result means? Where the strength and the weakness of your work? How did you find fit into the previously published work? Does your finding is statistically significant or non-significant? And lastly, merits and demerits of your work. Normally, these things we talk into the discussion sections. So this is the brief structure of the original research article. But if you'll see the original research article, it does not contain only these four things. It contains title also, abstract also, and every portion is having their own significance. Like if your title will be very vague, paper will be rejected instantly. If your abstract will not be in the proper way, paper will be rejected. So emirate format, emirate structure, that IMRD is important, but at the same time, each and every sections, when we go into the more uh, anatomical dissection of the papers, you can find title, abstract, then emirate format, and then conclusion, acknowledgement, references, funding agencies, a number of other informations. So every section is important. And see, this is the previous things emirate formats, where you have one important thing. For I have used this slide only for this information, that if you can clarify your things into n words, don't use n plus one word. Means don't use even a single extra word if you don't require it. So write only what is needed in your paper. I think, is it clear till now? Am I audible? Fine, thank you. Okay. Then second important paper type of articles which we submit, which we write, is review article. There are n number of type of review article is there. Today only I have shared on the LinkedIn. There are 10 different type of review articles we can write it. Uh, so some of the important types of narrative review, systematic review, meta reviews. But these are the 10 different type of review articles, and different review article is having different type of purposes. Different type of information we share into the different type of articles. Again, I'm not going to talk about these things in details. I will share with these screenshot or slides with you. Third important type of articles which we write is case study. Case study normally falls into the two specific fields. One is the business and commerce, and second one is into the medical field. Uh, so where we talk about the case study, and where we normally talk about one specific case, we take a single case, a specific case, and then we analyze, we highlight those cases and informations, and we talk about those things. So that is case study. Then we are having short communications. This is sometimes it is also called as a brief communications, brief report. So different type of word we are title we are using according to journal to journal. And because its name suggests it's short communications, when we want fast publication, and we don't have too much time, we don't have too much space, we are not writing too lengthy papers in that one. So word limitation is 1500 to 250 2500 only. So 4 to 5 pages is sufficient for this short communication. Then we are having letter to editor. If letter to editor can be for different purposes, if you have if you like any paper, if you are having any kind of query on any particular published paper, if you want to suggest certain things to the editor or to the author, then we normally write to the letter to editor, and it is going to be published, and it is also going to be indexed. Then we are having perspective, opinion, commentary. These are the different things. So we write about a specific papers which is already published. Our viewpoint or our critical analysis, we do a certain paper, published paper, and we critically analyze and we write it. Then sometime editorials, we are going to be invited by the editorial boards or editor in chief to write editorials, or if you are writing and editing some of the special issue, that time we write the editorials. Then we are having data papers. We talk about the data sets collected during the research, and we write papers on data papers only. Then we are having methods and protocol articles. Then we are having hypothesis articles. So roughly a total 14 or 15 different type of articles we are having conference paper which we publish through the academic conferences. Then we are having technical notes. So these are the roughly 12 different type of articles we publish this paper into different forms. But commonly we do that is the original article as well as the review articles. So when we write a paper, because say submission of paper, writing a paper is important thing. It takes time. Roughly, if you write a good paper, it takes 3 to 6 months time. Uh, so that is your earning. You have spent your time, your effort, and your things. So those papers need to submit to a good journal. So to finding a suitable journal or a good journal is as important as you are writing a paper. So this is in different editorial steps. Author is going to be responsible for the submission of paper. Then editorial office normally do its technical evaluation, editorial review, and then they send those papers to the peer review to the reviewer. On the basis of reviewers comment, they gives the certain comments for acceptance or rejections. That decision will be taken by editor in chief. Then it will be a staff editorial of office, and then it will be published or rejected depending on the comments. So if you'll see here the time duration, if it starts from the author submissions roughly 1 week. This is average. It is not hard and fast. So submission roughly 1 week. Editorial office review process roughly depending on journal to journal. Sometimes it goes beyond 1 year also. Sometimes it will be in 1 month also. So it goes 1 month to 8 to 10 months. Then decision by the editorial office roughly 1 week. Editions, or you can call it the it's copy editing and the formatting, review, reference checking, and other thing, duplications and other things. That roughly 3 to 6 months, and then publication will be 2 weeks. So overall, if you'll see the publication process, it takes minimum 2 to 3 months and maximum 1 year. So that time lapse just you need to remember in your mind. So once you submit a paper, your paper sometimes get accepted in the first spot, or sometimes it is going to be get rejected. So there are number of reasons why paper get published. So once your paper get published, there might be the reasons, like you are providing the very important informations, or it is a very easy paper to make a decision by the editorial office or the reviewers. Important theory you are talking about. So these are some of the reasons why paper get accepted. But more important than the reason to why paper get accepted, you should understand why paper get rejected. So then only those reasons we will overcome into the next sub publication, next submission, and we will get it. So I have divided all the reasons why paper get rejected into 3 different sections. One questions I have got it from the debate is, what about the book chapters? Book chapter does not falls into the articles. Books and book chapters are secondary literatures, but because we were talking about only 14 different type of publication which we normally submit to the journals. So those are journal articles, journal papers. That's why book chapter I have not included here. So these are all the regions where paper get rejected. We have divided into 3 different sections. It will be general, scientific, and presentation. So first, if you'll see the general reasons, common reason why paper get rejected is there are seven different points I have written it. First one is issue is very not important. Means the research question or the problem you addressed in your paper is going lacking the significance or impact in the field. So journal prefer the studies that solves a pressing issue or important issue, opens a new adventure or contribute meaningful into the ongoing scientific discourse, then only it will be accepted, otherwise it will be rejected. So that for that one only we normally do the literature search, literature review. Second is your paper is not very original. So the work you have submitted to the journal lacks the novelty or replicates the existing study without adding any substantial value, or journal seeks the original idea, methods, or finding. So then also paper get rejected. Uh, every journal, if you go to their website, every journal is having their aim and scope. So if your journal is your article is not appropriate for the journals, you have not read the aim and scope of the journals, and you have submitted to the wrong journal, which is not fitting to the particular journals, then your paper will be rejected. Your collected data or the is very old, or whatever data you have used it when you have collected data that time it was significant, but now it is irrelevant information, so it is outdated or no longer scientifically scientifically relevant data is there, then also paper will get rejected. Or sometimes practical difficulties are there, doubtful results are there. So if there will be any kind of lacuna in the methodological flaws will be there, sampling biasness will be there, unclear procedures will be there. So on the basis of that one also paper get rejected. Sometimes conflict of interest will be there, like undisclosed personal, financial, or institutional interest that could bias the study. That then also paper get rejected, or sometimes ethical issue will be there. So these are the common type of reasons why paper get rejected. When we talk about the scientific reasons, so the scientific reason why paper get rejected is if your hypothesis is not very clear. So a strong research paper must start with a well-defined, testable hypothesis. If the hypothesis is vague, missing, or poorly articulated, reviewers may reject your paper for lacking scientific direction or purposes. Very poor or weak design, experimental design. So experimental or study designs that are not rigorous, such as lack of control groups, poor randomizations, absence of blinding or missing key variables, then also paper will get rejected. Sometimes if you have whatever sample you have used it or sample you have collected it, if there will be a biasness or a small number of sample will be there, which is not significant, then also paper will get rejected. uh, the statistical tool which helps us into the analysis portion. So if we have used a wrong statistical tool which is not which is misinterpreted, going to misinterpret the statistical result, that also ultimately leads to the rejection of the paper. And if your conclusion is unjustified, like conclusions which is overreach and are not directly supporting the results, will lead to the rejection. So these are some of the scientific reasons. And the last is presentation style, or you can call it beautification of your paper. uh, so if your paper is very poorly organized, so if the structure of the paper is confusing, lack logical flow, or sections are misplaced or repetitive, it can be rejected. If paper is very badly written, English is very poor, grammatical mistakes are there, uh, awkward phrasing will be there, a lack of clarity in the language is there, paper will be rejected. Where careless errors, like lot of typographical errors, inconsistent formatting, incorrect units, misspelled figures or tables, uh, superfluous figures, terrible tables, or references, very old references if we have used it. So in those cases, paper get rejected. So these are the different reasons why your paper get rejected. So if you will understand all these reasons why paper get rejected and try to resolve these things in your next paper, next submissions, uh, it will help into the good publication, good paper. Okay. Now, once you have written a paper, then comes second important points, which is the identification of predatory journals or the cloned journals. Or what first to understand what is the predatory, what is the cloned, and how to identify it. From where we will get information about the predatory and cloned journals. So if you see the cloned journals definition, this is also called as hijacked journals, or it is called as clone journals. Uh, Actually, cloned journals are having the forged replica of the original journals. Means cloning means you have an original version and you have make a similar looking type of things which is not exactly original but looking like original. So that is called as clone. So in case of cloned journals, we are having two different websites. One which for original journals and one is for the hijacked or cloned journals, which is not original. So most of the time, if you see the cloned journals, they use the same title or similar looking title or some same ISSN number. I will give you the example also. I will show to the websites also. So that is called as cloned journals. Whereas at the same time, predatory journals are there only one journal is there. You don't have replicas. We don't have the cloned copy of the cloned website. We have only one website, but the process of the review, a process of the editorial processing is not as per the requirement or as per the COPE committee. So when a journal which is not following the all the guidelines should be followed, that is called as predatory journals. So these are fraudulent, deceptive, or pseudo journals where publication claims to be legitimate, but it is misrepresented for the publication practices. So this is the basic definition of cloned and the you can call it the predatory journals. So what are the different characteristic features of the cloned and predatory journals? So first, the same name and the same ISSN number. I have to use either it will have the same name or similar looking names they are going to use it. So the cloned journals often intimate the well-known journals by copying their title and most of the cases ISSN number. The full form of ISSN is International Standard Serial Number. So in scientific community, we use two different terms, two different type of numbers. One is ISSN number or one is ISBN number. Anything which is with the same title we publish multiple times, repeated times, it's having ISSN number, like newspaper, journals. And if you are publishing every time with a new title, there we normally have ISBN number. So books have normally ISBN number and journals have ISSN number. Okay, so this is same name or same ISSN number they are going to use it. We will see the example also. Once we will finish this one, then we will go to the website and we will see. Their website will be not be looking good. It will be very poorly designed website. So predatory journals typically have outdated, unprofessional, and poorly structured website. These sites may contains low resolution logos, grammatical errors. Their email ID will be Gmail and other things. Then partial information about the editorial board. For any good journal or any journals, editorial board is a repeated place, repeated things, which normally we proudly say that I am part of this journal's editorial board or I am the associate editor or the review editor of this particular journal. But if you go to the predatory and clone journals, they don't provide sufficient information about their editorial boards. So normally, if you go to the reputed journals, their editorial board members' full name will be there, their academic affiliation will be there, their contact detail or link of website will be there. There sometimes their ORCID ID, Scopus ID or link will be there. But predatory journals or the cloned journals will not give you all those things. They will just give a name, many of which are fake or unverifiable. You cannot verify it. Like someone will tell you that PK Prabhakar in the JNU, how you will verify it? You don't have a Scopus ID, you don't have ORCID ID, you don't have mail ID, you don't have any websites. How you will verify that really I am existing particular organization or not? So clone and predatory journals normally hide a number of information about their editorial boards. Then they claim that they are indexed into the major databases, but really they are not existed there. So you should, whenever you are going to select the journals, you should verify those journals into the different websites. Like we will talk about, we will give you those links, journals list also, like Scopus. You should go to Scopus website and you should verify that particular journal is really indexed or not. You should go to Web of Science and verify it. You should go to the DOAJ website, Directory of Open Access Journals, and verify it. So real UGC, you can go to the PubMed. So different databases are there where you can verify those journals are really indexed or not indexed. Lot of wrong indexing agencies are also there, which journals claims that I have been indexed by this agency or that agency, but don't believe it without verifying it. Then vague submission guidelines. Legitimate journals normally gives you the clear, detailed author's guideline. Every good journals will have a specific section for the author's guideline. But if you go to the cloned and predatory journals, they don't have. They are having their editorial means author's guidelines will be very vague, ambiguous, or inconsistent in their submission structure. They will ask that this is the mail ID. Submit your paper to this mail ID, and we will publish it. History of fake publications they are having. Then APC before acceptance. If you'll see APC, that is called article processing charges. So journals normally publishes into two different structure, two different ways. One is called as subscription based, where if I want to read a article, I have to subscribe it. If so, subscription based journals, author need not to pay anything. Most of the cases, only reader has to pay it. And second one is called as open access journals, where before for the publication of my paper, I need to pay it. So that payment can come from author or come from some society or some organization. But before publication for every paper, we need a article processing charges. So if any journals, most of the fake and clone and pretty journals are working on the APC system only. They are open access. They charge money for your publication. So if you are submitting a paper and before acceptance of your paper, journal is going to ask you money that deposit submit this month money and we will publish your paper within this time duration or that time duration or your paper will be published. Don't believe it, don't submit your paper to that particular journal because only clone and predatory journals behave like that one. They will ask you money before reviewing process, before the acceptance of your paper. Good journal does not ask money before acceptance or before reviewers comment. Then email ID. Most authenticated journals use secure online submission system like a Scholar One, Editorial Manager. You can see it. If a journal requests submission via the email, and most commonly that is Gmail, Yahoo, Rediff, uh, it is likely to be predatory. Because when I write a paper, I have to find a suitable journal for my article. So most of the cases, author find journals. I have to weigh different kind of a strategy to find a suitable journals. Predatory and cloned journals normally they approach us. They will mail you. They will message you that please we are lacking one of the articles in my upcoming issue. Please submit your paper. I will waive off 10%, 20%, 50%. So normally they approach us. So they may receive unsolicited emails praising your past work and submission. They will ask you submissions. So normally don't submit your paper to those journals because even they are claiming that they are indexed, but they will not be indexed. Or if they are indexed, tomorrow they will not be there. Normally, these type of journals does not have any kind of peer review processes. So what they do, if you submit your paper, I will show you example also. Peer review, you have already seen that paper submission or paper journey roughly takes 1 month to 6 to 8 months time. So if any journals claims that they will publish your paper instantly or by tomorrow or by 7 days or by 1 month without peer review, don't submit to the journals, those journals. These are called as overnight publications. So if a journal promises publication in 24 to 48 hours, it is almost certainly fake. Proper peer review, editing or typewriting takes weeks to month. In those cases, whatever you will submit in which format you will submit it, they will publish in that format only. So they don't have sufficient time on the copy editing. So legitimate journal normally ensures the article are proofreaded multiple times, like grammatical error, formatting error, references, technical accuracy. Predatory and cloned journals does not do these things. Without any copy editing, resulting in the low quality or error-ridden publications will be there. So ultimately, it is predatory or fake journals. So to avoid falling into these traps of clone and predatory journals, always you should check journals indexing through different websites. Few websites I will show it to you. You should go to official publishers website. You should verify the editorial journals editorial board members, that persons, their peer review process and policies. There are certain websites which will help you in these processes. So basic tips, these are some of the important tips which you should remember it before selection of any journals. Many of the journals should be member of directory of open access journals, DOAJ we call it abbreviations. So all the open access journals where reader need not to pay anything should be member of this DOAJ. We will go to the website also. Then second one is COPE, that is called a Committee of Publication Ethics. Any type of ethics, either it will be experimental ethics, human ethical committee, animal ethical committee, editorial ethics, authors ethics, editorial board office ethics. So if you go to the COPE website, you can find almost all the ethical guidelines. Any journal, because these are chargeable, so they have to pay, journal has to pay monthly, sorry, yearly, 2 lakhs to 4 lakhs fee for the member to be membership of this DOAJ or COPE or OSPA. So journal does not need not to take membership, they are not taking membership, rather than right simply just write that they are member of COPE, they are member of DOAJ. But you should verify those things on to the website of COPE or DOAJ or OSPA. And some of these info tips already I've told you. Like if you'll see, this is the original journals. On my right hand side, if you'll see, this is the Adalia journal, uh, and the left hand side, which is the cloned copy of that journal. uh, Cloned copy have used the same title, same word, Adalia, but rather than in place of that one they have added the journal, because commonly we call it Adalia journal. So this is the same looking name, plus their ISSN number is all exactly same. If you'll see, this ISSN number of this journal, original journal, and ISSN number of this one, which is mentioned here, is same. Plus, see, they are claiming that their impact factor is 5.3. Their email ID is Gmail ID. So don't submit any of your paper into any journals which uses Gmail ID. I'll talk about the journal's name also. Uh, Preet, Deep, I'll talk about the journal's name also. In a recent kind of publication, Scopus Index Journals, and then I'll come one by one to each questions. This is the another. If you'll see this one, Augium. Uh, the original Augium is not a journal; it is a book series. If you'll see on this is the Scopus web page. You see the screenshot from the Scopus. So Augium is a book series, and the cloned journals normally they make a website with the Augium journal with the same ISSN number. If you see the ISSN number 07763808, same ISSN number they have used it. Their email ID is this one, and impact factor is 6.1. Normally 6.1 impact factor is very good journal. Uh, so if you go to the website of these journals, you can find a lot of lacuna. Like you can see a lot of call for paper. Any journals which normally does not accept in every field. This type of journals will accept paper in every field. Then this is another journal which is out. Journal is out, and the cloned copy is out research journal. Same again, same ISSN number, and everything is same. Uh, this is original design engineering journal, and this is design engineering cloned copy of the journal. How we are verifying it? How actually I verify it? I'll let you know. Chronica journal. The original journal is only Chronica. If you'll see, the original is only Chronica, not journal, and the cloned copy is associated with the Chronica journal. So this is cloned website which is using the screenshot from the Scopus for the Chronica. See, in Scopus it is registered with the Chronica name only, not as the Chronica journal, but they publish with the Chronica journal. So this is cloned website which is using the screenshot from the original journal. At the same time, this is atomic spectroscopy part C. This is cloned journals, and this is the original journal. These are some of the example. I will give you the list of cloned journals also. A new hijacking scheme came. A scam came to. They targeted 13 different journals from the Elsevier, Springer, Nature, and American Chemical Society or American Medical Society. They have created a name that is called a Springer Global Limited, and they made the exact similar looking website of the Springer. Like if anyone has gone to the Science Direct website, this is the website, which is the journal's name is Language Sciences. So this is the website, which is exact. This is not the original. This is the cloned journal, cloned website. So if you see these journals without seeing in the first impression, you can find that this journal is a good journal. This is the original journal, but this is a cloned journal. I will show you the differences. What is the difference? And this is the original journal. This is the scope Science Direct original website. You cannot, by seeing, you cannot differentiate between these two journals. Everything is same. Only difference is, if you will see their website, it is written as sciencedirect.com. Original is sciencedirect.com, whereas cloned is having extra s here, sciencedirects.com. So they have created a same website with extra s. It's called sciencedirects.com. Normally we don't see the website web links, and we publish in those papers. So that is the high level of cloning. This is from Science Direct. Uh, Then at the same time, they have done similar type of cloning for the Springer also. This is the Springer website, which is for the cloned journal. So if you'll see this website, and this is the original website. So almost exactly looking same. The difference is original is link.springer.com, and in cloned copy we are having one extra two alphabet, that is .uk. People will think that because it is going to be published from United Kingdom, so they might have used the UK. So they have created a fake website with UK. So this is again high level of. So if we'll see, these are the 13 different journals from the original publisher is Elsevier, and the cloned is springersdirects.com. Uh, Cloned original publisher is Springer. Here springer.nyc is the cloned copy. For original, this is the original website. This is the cloned website, and this is the publisher. So roughly they have made for 13 different journals the cloned copy. Later on, it has been complaint has been registered, and the journal website has been all the website has been suspended. Their original website, Springer Global Limited website, has been suspended. In Springer, if you go, one journal is there. It's called as Citeometric. Normally, they publish papers on the editorial processes and other things. This is the analysis of all the cloned websites. So whatever different, I have talked about the Ozium, I have talked about the different few other different journals. So these are the different websites for the cloned journals, and these are their relationship has been established. So the graph has an average degree is 13.3. It means they call it average degree of 33.8. It means one cloned website has a correlation, yeah, related to the 34 different other cloned websites. Means these websites are run by the same group of people, same kind of agencies, same kind of you can call it society. So this is, you can call it if you, even if you see the websites, you can find that these journals are, their websites looks like same, their methodology, their process of the web designing are same. So it means they all clones are same or related. This is the screenshot from the UGC care list. I will go to the website also. And so UGC, one thing is, when, because now UGC care list has been omitted. So earlier UGC had two different groups of journals. One is called as group 1 journals, and second one was group 2 journals. Group 1 journals was which is not indexed in anywhere. Any journal which is not indexed in Scopus, any journal which is not indexed in Web of Science, there that will be evaluated by UGC care team, and then it will be considered for publication. So that was part of group A journals. Second category was group 2. So any journal which is indexed in Scopus or Web of Science, those journals UGC need not to evaluate it. UGC directly considered it for publication. So that falls into the group 2. So group 2, Scopus or Web of Science index, and group 1, which is only in UGC care list. So if you'll see, like I have told you, these are the three journals I have told you. Roughly, they have, if this list is currently also exists on the UGC website. So this is the journal which is indexed in, which was considered by the UGC in group 2 journals, means it's Scopus index journals. For the same journals, cloned website or cloned name has been created. Like Adalia journals name is there. If you'll see the ISSN number, same ISSN number has been used. Augium, Augium journals is the cloned journal's name. Same ISSN number they have used. For Autot, another important thing is, if you will see the language of these journals, like Adalia is published into the Turkish, German, English. Augium is in French, Autot in English. Most of the cases, cloning of a website is done for such a website, such a journals, whose language is not original language is not English, because their copyright does not comes. So most of the cases, journals which does not publish directly into the English, it can be translated, but original journal is not into the English. Their cloning is very easy. So that's why cloning most of the cases done for those journals which publishes into the different other languages other than English. You can write into the website in your notebook. One website name I am telling it, that is Retraction Watch. This is the link. One by one, you can write in the audio questions, and one by one we will come to the your questions. Uh, this is the website. This is the link. You can take a screenshot. You can write it down. So Retraction was a blog which normally compiles all the list of cloned journals. Uh, so this is only, you will get only view mode. So you can download this list or you can save the link. So there we are having hijacked journals link, and on the right side we are having original journals link. So roughly 300 journals list has been created by this Retraction Watch. And Retraction Watch does not do only this purpose. Retraction Watch also involved in all the retracted papers. Whenever a paper get retracted, retracted means paper get published, and after publication, because of the certain regions in the research, citations, authorship, editorial process, paper has been taken back. So those things we call it retracted paper. So Retraction Watch blog is normally take care of those type of articles which is retracted. At the same time, they are having a hijacked journals table list also, spreadsheet also. So you can take a screenshot for this one. So this website I will go to the website and I will show it to you. Second important link for, if you want to see predatory journals or the cloned journals, you should go to the Bell's list. There we are having, they have listed for all the predatory publishers. So if you just click on this publisher, you will see all the list of predatory publishers. If you click on this standalone journals, you can find out all the list of journals which is predatory. Then on the right hand side, you can see directly from here, you can go to the Retraction Watch. Uh, Directly you can go to the DOAJ website, which we are talking now after some time after this one, and some other website also. We will go to this website also. COPE, I have told you, Committee on Publication Ethics. So just in the Google, you have to search it, that COPE. So you will directly come to this website. So on this website, you can find any journals, any kind of guidelines, any kind of ethical guidelines for the editorial process, authorship, especially for every author, these are the understand these should means they should understand that what are the different way by which authors doing the wrong things, what are the different wrong type of practices authors or editorial officers do. So once you will understand what are the different wrong practices, then only you will avoid those things. So minimum once you should go to the scope website and see what are the different guidelines PDF you can have. You can download those guidelines also. Then I have told you another website that is called as Directory of Open Access Journals, DOAJ. Normally, this is for all the open access journals, which normally charges APC or does not charge APC. It journals will be open access. Someone has to pay. Someone has to bear the cost. So if you go to this website, this is the homepage of this DOAJ. There are roughly 13, almost 14,000 journals are there, which publishes journals without any fee. Means journals are open access, but they don't charge any cost. So roughly we are having 14,000 journals are listed there. Total 21,000 journals are there. Out of these 21,000, 13,000 does not charge any money. So you can go to the website, you can click on, these are all clickable, you can click on these things and then we can filter it. So I will go to the website also and I will show you this one also. Then this is Retraction Watch website. So this is a blog, normally lists all the things. I have told you the cloned journals website we are having here. If you are really interested into the reading of open access policy of any journal, so this is one website, Serpa Romeo, where you can find you can directly go, you can find journal's title or the ISSN number, all the open access policy for any kind of journals here. So you don't have to go to the different journals, directly on this website only you can find every journal's open access policy. So you should go to those websites also. Now some of the examples of cloning, predatory journals, like if you see this journal, these are whatever message I have received through WhatsApp. That's why I have hided the mobile number. Uh, so the journal's name was Industrial Engineering. It was UGC Care Group 1 journal. If you'll see there, they publishes roughly in almost all the area: operational research, human resource development, appropriate technology, waste management, financial planning, and lastly they have written that they publish paper except almost all the subject area. Any journal in the world normally does not consider paper in every field, means arts also, science also, commerce also, management also, humanities also. So any journal does not have such a vast area. So any journal which accept paper in almost all the area, you should avoid those type of journals. They are predatory, cloned. If they are indexed, they will not be indexed for in next month or by after some time. Most important thing in such type of messages are, see, acceptance will be within 2 to 3 days and publication will be 7 to 10 days. You have already seen that editorial processes. After submission to the publication, it takes 3 months to 8 months. How a journal will publish in your paper into the 2 to 3 days? If any journal is doing that one, they are doing the wrong thing. It is not the editorial process they are not following. So this is clone of predatory publishers. Second one is International Journal of Food and Nutritional Sciences. So there also, if you'll say, this is again accept all subject area, acceptance letter within 12 hours, publication time will be 5 to 7 days. How a paper will be, means editorial board or editorial office of this type of journals are looks like that they are freely sitting there waiting for our paper. They don't have any work. So as soon as you will submit your paper, paper will be accepted within 12 hours, and within 5 days it will be published. Don't submit your paper into these type of journals. Neuroquantology. One time this journal was a Scopus index into Q3 category. If you go to the website, normally this journal was a Scopus index, and they mention that they will publish into the physics and astronomy. If you'll see here, this is the Scopus screenshot. They publish in the neuroscience. What they declared to the Scopus is they will publish in neurosciences, physics and astronomy, neuroscience, cognitive neuroscience. But when they advertise or they contact us, they tell that they accept all subject area. And acceptance letter will be within 24 hours. And this is Q3 category journal. The publication time is 7 to 10 days. Another thing is, if you'll say they publishes thousands of article every year, more than 1000 article, they have lot of special issues. If you'll go to this Scopus website, you can see how many journals articles they have published it. So they publish thousands of articles, but their indexing number is only 794, 130, 170. So around 10%. So if you are going to publish your paper into these type of journals, after checking Scopus, indexing probability is only 10%. So don't submit to those journals. Avoid this type of journals. So if you go to this neurochondrology, which I have told you already, Q3 category, if you in this case, I have shared the phone number also. This is the Indian number. I have got one call from Indian number. But if you go to their website, their official or address is from the England or Singapore. So avoid this type of things. These are some of the screenshots I have taken from the Facebook, because once you will search this type of information, you will get a lot of advertisement on your Facebook also. So in any cases, they will not share their contact number. Only you have to drop your information, like you have put your number, phone number, mobile number, WhatsApp, email ID, and they collect all your information, and later on they will advertise it. Like in this case, you can see number is given there, but if you call it, they will not pick it. It is call will not be taken up by this one. So normally try to avoid such this type of information. Select a journals which you have done a proper search verification, and then only submit your paper, because you have put your lot of effort on the processing of those papers. Yeah, processing of writing of those papers. Like this is Journal of Critical Review. See here, they publish in all engineering sciences, pharmacy, management, social sciences, and humanities. But on the Scopus, they have written there they will publish in only into the pharmacy and biochemistry. So what they are telling, that why I'm showing these things, any journals which told Scopus or which have submitted information to the Scopus that they will publish only in the pharmacology, tomorrow they publish paper into the law or humanities, your paper will not be submitted to Scopus for the indexing. Why? Because Scopus will tell that journal that this is out of Scopus or out of scope of your journal. So how you have accepted it? So in those cases, journal will take money. Journal will publish paper on their website, but never submit to the Scopus for indexing. This is solid state agency. This is out of means this has been discontinued. So once you to go to a Scopus, normally if any journal which is out of the Scopus, which is discontinued from the Scopus, there like this one, it has been written that coverage has been discontinued in the Scopus. So verify it and then submit it. So these are some of the things. And the finding suitable journals, I will come into the last. First, I'll go to the different websites, uh, and then okay. So first thing is uh, this is Scopus website. Anyone can go to the Scopus website. Like I have access, so I can search anything. But even if you don't have access, you can log in and you can search anything. So once you are going to the Scopus website, on this right hand side, you can see this title sources. So click on source, you will see this type of page. There you can find journal in 4 different ways. Four ways are like subject area, title, publisher, or ISSN number. Uh, and these websites are auto-populated. Auto-populated is if you will write few words, like see I am searching title by title, I will write phyto. So any journal which will have a phyto title, phyto words, phyto alphabets, it will automatically show to me. So this is called auto-population. So you can search any journal here. Like I am searching a journal. Uh, Journal of Pharma. Like I have searched a journal phytomedicine. I'll search. After this one, I'll search neonatal surgery. So like this journal, you have searched it. What are information we are going to get here is journal name, then their cite score. Try to understand it. The journal indexing is done by different websites like Web of Science and Scopus is doing the indexing. These are the two main indexing agencies which normally do the journal indexing. In both process of indexing is on the basis of citation only. So both Web of Science and Scopus uses citations. Scopus uses the cite score. Cite score is the number of citations gained into the last 4 years published by those journals divided by, I will show you that formula also, divided by number of articles published into those 4 years. So that is called cite score. So cite score considers 4 year information. Impact factor consider only 2 year information. This is the basic difference. Otherwise, both are same only. So once I have clicked on this phytomedicine, uh, so I'll answer all the questions, Shruti. Just give me some time. After this one, I'll come to this one. So if you'll see cite score, so here normally this is if you'll say cite score total number of citations gained into the 4 years, 21 to 24 divided by total number of documents published into those 4 years, and that called cite score. So Scopus measures journals rankings, yeah, journals ranks on the basis of cite score, and Web of Science ranks on the basis of citation only, but only for 2 years. That called impact factor. Okay. So on the journals, if you'll go, first you can see here rank. It's index for which time to which time. Then publisher, what are the main subject area, and what which type of journals this is. On the basis of there, you go bottom you can see three important tabs: cite score. So on the basis of cite score, this journal is going to be ranked into different category. Like uh, second tab, so this journal phytomedicine falls into these are the different category. So one journals may fall into the different category at different positions. Like in complementary and alternative medicines, it is at number 2 position. If I will select molecular medicine, there its ranking will be changed. So on molecular medicines, it might be at higher ranks, like at 23rd rank. So their ranking and position changes. Quartile changes. Quartile means in which sectors, what is their rankings change. For you, the important thing is like this is how much journals they have published, how much articles they have published every year. So if you'll say from 2016, gradually they increases their number of article. Okay. So if gradual or visible growth is there, it's perfectly fine. But if there is a sudden very rise into the indexing, uh, then it is problematic. Like any child who every time gets 50% marks only, and suddenly in 1 year he got 98% marks. There will be some suspicion will be there. You have to verify it. So similar things is, so go whenever you try to find any journals, find their title or anyway, and see there how much article there, what is the probability of your article to get indexed. So that you can find it from here. Uh, then another thing is, if you want to search any journal in your particular field, you can search journals with the field also, like keywords also, like subject area. I want to search journals into the law. So just I put law. So which law I want, environmental science or social science? So I want a law field. So I select law and apply it. So it will give you all the journals which is published by in this section field law. So these are the different more 1300 journals are there which is published into the field of law. So on top we have the highest or the best journals. On last, if you go there, we will have slowly it means it's a deteriorate, their category deteriorates, or you can reverse it also. If you click on, it will be reversed. Sequence has been opposite. You can download this one, this list also. Click this one and export to Excel. Plus, at the same time, you can download this whole Scopus information also. You can download from here also, download source Scopus source list, or you can go to the website on the bottom. There you can see content coverage is there. Click this one. You to go to this website bottom title list, and second one will source title list. Every 2 to 3 months, Scopus normally updates this list. And so if any journal which is indexed in this 3 months, that will be included in this Excel sheet. If any journal which has been discontinued from the Scopus, that will be also into the list. So the list already I have downloaded it. So this is the list. On this Excel sheet, if you will see multiple tabs are there. So this is the total journals list till June 2025. Then accepted title list, which has been accepted into the June. So these are the journals which is indexed in Scopus in June. So roughly we are having 57 journals which is indexed in June from different publishers. So you can get information which is recently indexed. So if you can select those journals also for your publication processes. There are a number of journals which has been discontinued by different processes. So the if you'll see here, recent discontinuation title is in bold. So you can select journals which is into the bold. Just let me do it. So these are the recently means rejection list, means which is discontinued from the list. Like if you will say the first journal, Coke and Chemistry. So this journal was indexed till 67th volume, 5th issue, and page number 309 to 313. If will be published after this page number, after this volume, will not be indexed, will not be considered by Scopus for indexing. So you can see in the third tab, say till which issue, which volume, which page number this journal was indexed. So that you can get from this Scopus website. So this is one website which you should go and you should uh, do a lot of practices. Then we have some questions on the specific journals. Will come there in the last. Then second one is I have told you a UGC care list. UGC care list, if you see, we are having group 1 journals and group 2 journals. Group 2 journals are those which is indexed by globally by Web of Science and Scopus. UGC care list has been omitted, but still cloned journals list are existing there. So cloned for group 1, cloned for group 2. If I'll click here, it will take me to the website. Till this website is opening, we'll go to the another website. One another website I will suggest you to use it, that is called as, so this is the list of cloned journals website. We'll see here. So these are the cloned list. So you should, before submission of your paper, you should check your journals that they are falling into this list or not. So this is the original list and this is the cloned list for group 2. Another website is, we call it think, check and submit. So this, there certain questions are there. Question you can read and you can tick it and you can select which type of your journal, whatever journal you have selected, which type of those journals are there. Like for journal, if I'll click it, you can download the questionnaires into PDF copy also, PDF version also, or you can directly go and read it. So this is think, then check, reference this list for the chosen journal to check. Does your colleagues know the journals? Can you easily identify the contact or the publishers? Or is the journal clear about the type of peer review it uses, peer review processes they have defined? Our articles are indexed or achieved in the dedicated. So you can pick those questionnaires, and then ultimately you will come to a conclusion that you should go with this journal or you should not go with this journal. So this we call it think, check, and submit. The website name is think, check, and website submit. So book chapter also and journal also. So you should use this website also. The third website I have told you, that is Bell's list. For the, if you'll go and see here, so this is the publisher. I'm on the publisher. So these are the list of publisher. You can click on any publishers. This is the link is already given there. So directly you will go to the publisher's website. So these are predatory. Again, I have told you, predatory is not the cloned copy. Predatory is, they don't follow the process which is well defined for that particular journal or publication processes. So the process is not good. Review process is not good. So these are the list of publishers. Then we are having list of standalone journals here, second tab. So these are the journals. Roughly more than 500 different journals are there, which is in the list of predatory journals. Once we will go to the website, if you'll see here, different tabs are there. Like think, check, and submit, where directly you can go from here. DOAJ, you can go from here. I'll go to DOAJ website also. And there are number of journals are there which claims that they are indexed into the DOAJ, but they are falsely. So list of journals falsely claiming to be indexed by DOAJ, Directory of Open Access Journal. Then you can find here journal evaluation tools. Lot of informations are you can find on this Bell's list, Bell's predatory publishers list. Then we are having retraction. Told you this, you have to retract what? Cloned journal list. Okay, till this Excel is opening, I'll go to the DOAJ website. This is DOAJ website, doaj.org. I have told you roughly 21,000 journals are there, which is indexed. If you click on this one, you can find all the list of journals. But I'm interested in those journals which is good journals and don't charge us anything. So it is free. So journal without fee. So I'll click on this 13,000. This will give me a list of all the journals, all the 13,000 different journals. Here you can use different type of filters. Like you can use filter for your subject area, subject you want, in which language you want, in which publisher you want, from which country you want, what the peer review types they want you want. So depending on your requirement, you can use a specific filter and you can select a journal. Again, this is repeat journals which is associated with DOAJ, but they are indexed or not, that you have to find onto the Scopus website. Like this is a journal which I want to search it. So copy it, go to the Scopus website, search this journal by title, and see the journal is indexed or not. So this is DOAJ website. Uh, just this is the Excel sheet which I'll share into the chat box also. So you should copy these websites and keep it for your references. So whenever you will submit next time, you should use it. Okay. So we'll go to the website. So this is the retraction was list. So this is just view mode only. Roughly, if we'll see more than around 250 or around 300, roughly 350 different journals are there, which is cloned. So they normally every day they do it. Though so this list is ongoing. So this first B and C column is the name of the hijacked journal, cloned journals, and their website, and the E and F is the original journals information. So verify it from here also. So again, you can download this list or you can save this list for your references. Okay. Then DOAJ, I have told you, you should go to DOAJ. Then you can go to the COPE. Just search the COPE, Committee on Publication Ethics. Uh, you can see here more information about the guidelines and tools. And if you go down, you can see a lot of different kind of PDFs. So you can read those PDFs whenever you are having time. Yeah. Pardon? Hello? Am I audible? Hello? Okay. Example, I have shown you this Chronica. So see, this is the Chronica Journal's website. A screenshot is for Chronica and journal is Chronica Web Journal. If I'll click on this website, so this will take me to the Scopus website. Yes. So on Scopus, if you'll see, it's Chronica only. How I verify it? If I someone will ask me that this is the website, like you have given me the Chronica Journal's website and tell me that this link I want to some publish into this journal, this website, is it or good or not? So what I will do, I will go to the journal Scopus website. I will search Chronica Journal, and then I will select view all document. What I do personally, and because I'm having access, so directly I can go to from here to website of publisher, view at publisher's website. Okay. So now you can compare this. See the original website which from Scopus I reached to this website. This is the Chronica, and the website is this is the website chronica.zzds.si. The cloned journal's website is chronica.ac, and it is someone from India, Sandeep Goel. Impact factor you can say 6.8. That is really means it's very bad things, or you can call it the poor things. Just I want to show you one more thing. Like this impact factor. I have told you the impact factor is given by only Web of Science. In this one, these are the misleading matrices. Many journals will tell you that they have got impact factor from this in the agency. Like AE Global Agency has given this much impact factor, but that is misleading. Impact factor will be given only by Web of Science, Clavirate. Not any other agency can give impact factor. So whatever Chronica is telling that their impact factor is 6.8, it is not from DOA, means Clavirate, Web of Science. It is from some other misleading agencies. These are the number of agencies which usually giving the impact factor, like systematic impact factor, technical impact factor, universal impact factor. All these are misleading impact factors. So you should use only Scopus or Web of Science for the verification of journals, that it is indexed or not indexed. you cannot open it really. uh, so in that case what you can do it, like what, again one thing is, like this journal, this article has been published into the Chronica journal in this volume. You can go to the Chronica website, like this is the cloned website. So I'll go to the previous issues archives, and you I can say really in this 73rd volume, 73rd volume and first issue, this article is there or not. If this article I cannot find on the website, it means the website is not good, not correct. So you can match the title of the article on the website. As, as journal's website will be opened. You can open this one. Is it clear? Fine. Then now I'll take few questions which we have already written in the chat box, and then we'll ask you your questions. So, how we will, one question by Vivek is, how we will we know about the clone unless we completely know about the original journals? So, original journal, you can go to the Scopus. You can download this Excel sheet, which I have told you from the Scopus website. You can download it. Uh, so, all the Scopus index journals list is here in this one. So, any journal which is a Scopus index, which was a Scopus index, is part of this list. So in this list, if you'll see, roughly we are having 47,000 journals, but only around 30,000 journals are indexed. So next 27,000 journals are out of Scopus. So in this column, E column, you can see active and inactive. Active means they are indexed now. Inactive means they are discontinued. So you can use filter here, and you can segregate active or inactive journals from the list also, from the Scopus website also. That is one way. Similar, at the same time, you can go to the Web of Science website, and there also you can search journals title and journals ISSN number, and you will get the original journals website. Kindly search journal neonatal surgery. If I'll see, first I have to change here by title, then I'll neonatal. It is Journal of Neonatal Surgery. So this journal is into the 19% category. Means any journal, so we have percentage. If any journal is 75% to 99%, they are Q1 category. 50 to 75 Q2 category. 25 to 50 Q3 category, and 0 to 25 Q4 category. So this journal is in Q4 category. Yes, I have clicked it. This journal is indexed open access journal. 20 to 20, 2025 journal is discontinued from the Scopus. See here. At the same time, if I'll take this journal and see in this Excel sheet, see this journal is inactive, discontinued by Scopus. Okay. नहीं 2025 में हुआ है. This has been discontinued 2025 only. ये मैं देख लेता हूँ एक बार. अभी हुआ है। हाँ, जून जुलाई में। ओके। Second, another question is by Shruti is regarding this. I need clarity, sir, whether it is published in cloned or proper journal. Uh, uh, Shruti, you have to send me the link of your published paper. Then only I will tell you that this website where you have published it, it is original website or the cloned website. Uh, Southeastern journals, SE can have PPT. In Scopus, we can't open. It can be created only when paper is in school. ACS, yes, yes, Satyajit. हम्म, हम्म, हम्म। Just I'll can I clarify in the last? Just let me finish this last section and then I'll clarify it. Yeah, yeah. वो मैं चेक कर लूंगा। मैं देख लेता हूँ। I'll check it. सो नॉर्मली हम जर्नल को सर्च कैसे करते हैं, हाउ आई विल फाइंड अ सुटेबल जर्नल फॉर माय आर्टिकल्स। हम तीन तरीके, बेसिकली तीन तरीके से करते हैं। या तो आइदर आई विल आस्क फ्रॉम माय मेंटर और माय सुपरवाइजर और माय सीनियर्स, और समटाइम ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ लिटरेचर सर्च हम कर लेते हैं, सर्च कि हमें कौन से जर्नल को सूट करता है। बट आपके पास कुछ वेबसाइट्स हैं, जैसे मैंने आपको आई हैव यू कैन गो टू द स्कोपस, यू कैन सर्च सेलेक्टेड जर्नल्स इन a specific field, which field you are working. At the same time, you can go to the Cymago website also. This is not exactly similar to Scopus, but it will give you some or more information which is similar to Scopus. So you can go to Cymago website also. And then every good journal has their own journal tools. Journal finder tool, you can call it, journal suggester, you can call it. Different websites call it different things. uh, कुछ बोलते हैं जर्नल फाइंडर, कुछ बोलते हैं जर्नल सजेस्टर। सो अच्छे सारे अच्छे पब्लिशर्स का अपना अपना टूल है। अब if I want to publish with Elsevier, I will go to this journal finder. I have to give two information minimum, one title and one abstract. आप टाइटल और एब्स्ट्रैक्ट इसमें सबमिट करेंगे, आई विल शो यू द हाउ इट दिस लुक्स लाइक। इट विल गिव यू द ऑल these journals which matches with your title and abstract into the increasing or decreasing order। आप उसको अरेंज कर सकते हैं अकॉर्डिंग टू योर चॉइस, अलग अलग पैरामीटर्स पे। जैसे मुझे दिन के हिसाब से चाहिए कि जो जर्नल मेरा फास्ट पब्लिकेशन करे, तो आई विल अरेंज दोज सर्च रिजल्ट्स ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ टाइम लैप्स। मुझे इम्पैक्ट फैक्टर के बेसिस पे अरेंज करना है, तो आई कैन अरेंज ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ इम्पैक्ट फैक्टर। आई कैन अरेंज दोज सर्च रिजल्ट ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ मैच परसेंटेज। तो आप जो रिजल्ट आएगा उसको अलग अलग कैटेगरी के बेसिस पे सॉर्ट आउट कर सकते हैं, फिल्टर लगा सकते हैं। So Elsevier क्या, Elsevier, Springer, Wiley, Taylor Francis, IEEE, MDPI, Web of Science पे अपना है। If you are using some software for the reference management, like if you are using EndNote, either desktop version or EndNote online versions, they can also suggest you on the basis of which type of references you have. So आपके रेफरेंस के बेसिस पे, लिटरेचर सर्च के बेसिस पे, दे विल सजेस्ट यू विच जर्नल मैचेज विथ योर दोज लिटरेचर्स। लास्ट वाला जो है जर्नल गाइड, दिस इज नॉट फ्रॉम एनी स्पेसिफिक पब्लिशर, rather if you will search on this website, it will give you list from all the publishers। आप जैसे एमडीपीआई पे सर्च करेंगे तो वो सिर्फ आपको एमडीपीआई का जर्नल सजेस्ट करेगा। आप स्कोपस पे जाएंगे, एल्सेवियर पे जाएंगे, तो दे विल गिव यू ओनली फ्रॉम एल्सेवियर जर्नल। But if you go to the journal guide, it will give you from all the publishers। So this is how journal finder of Elsevier looks like। आपको यहाँ पे टाइटल डालना है, एब्स्ट्रैक्ट डालना है, बाकी कीवर्ड्स आप डालें ना डालें फर्क नहीं पड़ता है। फाइंड जर्नल्स। तो इट, मैं दिखा भी देता हूँ आपको करके। Okay. Then this is from the Springer. This is from Willy. Every case, सभी केस में सेम चीज है, सेम प्रोटोकॉल। मैन्युस्क्रिप्ट टाइटल, मैन्युस्क्रिप्ट टेक्स्ट मींस एब्स्ट्रैक्ट टेक्स्ट, then title and abstract. Here only abstract. This is from the Taylor Francis. So हर एक केस में ये आपको एक इंफॉर्मेशन मिल सकता है, कुछ इंफॉर्मेशन, कुछ जर्नल्स आप सॉर्ट लिस्ट बना सकते हैं कि आपके पास एक पेपर है जिसके बेसिस पे हर एक पब्लिशर से दो दो तीन तीन जर्नल आपने लिस्ट बना लिया। और जर्नल की क्वालिटी, अगर आपके आर्टिकल की क्वालिटी इफ यू आर नोइंग इट, यू कैन सेलेक्ट द बेस्ट सुटेड जर्नल फॉर यू। और उसकी इंडेक्सिंग है कि नहीं है, कितना इम्पैक्ट फैक्टर है। सो ऑन डिफरेंट क्राइटेरिया यू कैन पिक बेस्ट सुटेड जर्नल फॉर योर थिंग्स। लिटरेचर सर्च के लिए लास्ट में मैं दो वेबसाइट आपको सजेस्ट करूंगा, विच यू शुड गो एंड ट्राई इट। वन इज रिसर्च रैबिट। दिस इज एआई बेस्ड रिसर्च टूल। ओनली थिंग यू हैव टू लॉग इन ऑन द वेबसाइट। नॉर्मली ये विजुअल लिटरेचर मैपिंग टूल है, and it gives you informations about the, it tracks the author's contribution, it will give you the graph based network visualization, और बहुत अच्छे मैप मान के आते हैं, आप रियली एंजॉय करेंगे। Second, similar type of website is, this is called as openknowledgemap.org, जहाँ पे आप select कर सकते हैं कि which database you want to search it. If you are from life science, you can select PubMed. If you are from any other discipline or from life science also, you can select base और सर्च कर सकते हैं। इसमें लॉगिन करने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ेगी, इसमें आप फ्री बिना लॉगिन किए कर सकते हैं। Both are normally literature mapping tools, or it will visualization will be very good. So these tools you can use for your literature search and literature reviews. uh, ठीक है। अब सत्यजीत, you had a question, tell me the question. Mhm. Mhm. ACS, translational science। Mhm. नहीं, सी ACS, ACS पब्लिशर इज इटसेल्फ ए रेपुटेशन। मीन्स अगर आपने ACS में पब्लिश कर लिया ना, तो वो अपने आप में एक रेपुटेशन है। ठीक है। दूसरी बात, यहाँ पे जैसे लिखा, नहीं नहीं, यहाँ पे लिखा है, मैं बताता हूँ ना आपको। यहाँ पे जैसे लिखा हुआ है ना कि 2 year इम्पैक्ट फैक्टर, एज 3.7, ठीक है। साइट स्कोर इज 7.5। अब मैंने बोला क्या कि साइट स्कोर सिर्फ स्कोपस देता है, और इम्पैक्ट फैक्टर सिर्फ वेब ऑफ साइंस देता है। तो अगर यहाँ वेब ऑफ इम्पैक्ट फैक्टर है, इसका मतलब कि इन वेब ऑफ साइंस को ये क्लेम करें कि आई एम लिस्टेड इन वेब ऑफ साइंस। नाउ आई वांट टू वेरीफाई इट, सो आई विल गो टू वेब ऑफ साइंस मास्टर जर्नल लिस्ट, एंड यही टाइटल और यही ऐसे नंबर मैं सर्च करूंगा वहां पे, रियली दिस जर्नल इज देयर और नॉट, और हाई। तो वेब ऑफ साइंस में अगर आप जाएंगे तो चार पांच तरह के उनके डाटाबेसेस हैं, लाइक ESCI, देन आर्ट्स एंड ह्यूमैनिटीज, नंबर ऑफ अदर वेबसाइट। तो किस में ये लिस्टेड है, ठीक है। तो ये वेब ऑफ साइंस आपको यहाँ से इम्पैक्ट फैक्टर पता चलेगा। साइट स्कोर भी सेम इन्फॉर्मेशन है, साइट स्कोर 4 साल का वैल्यू यूज करता है, इम्पैक्ट फैक्टर 2 साल का वैल्यू यूज करता है, 2 years का वैल्यू। तो इससे आप अगर ये साइट स्कोर क्लेम कर रहे हैं, इसका मतलब कि ये बोल रहे हैं कि मैं स्कोपस में भी हूँ, तो आप स्कोपस में भी टाइटल और आईसीएसआई नंबर से सर्च कर सकते हैं। एक मिनट, एक मिनट। Anyone else is having any questions, you can post or you can ask. See, ACS फार्माकोलॉजी एंड ट्रांसलेशनल रिसर्च, ये ESCI में है, इमर्जिंग साइंस साइटेशन इंडेक्स। इनके चार मेन कोर कलेक्शन होते हैं। एक होता है सोशल साइंस का, एसएससी है। एक होता है आर्ट्स एंड ह्यूमैनिटीज का। एक होता है साइंस साइटेशन इंडेक्स, ये साइंस के लिए। ये सोशल साइंस के लिए, ये आर्ट्स एंड ह्यूमैनिटीज के लिए। और ये चौथा कैटेगरी है जो ईएससी है, वो इस चारों के अलावा है, जो जस्ट इमर्जिंग वाला फील्ड है। तो इसको बहुत अच्छा नहीं मानते इमर्जिंग फील्ड को। हाँ, तो ये ईएससीए में यहाँ लिस्ट लिखा है ना, अगर कोई जर्नल मल्टीपल कैटेगरी में आएगा ना, तो यहाँ पे लिखा रहेगा मल्टीपल डाटाबेस लिखे रहेंगे। ठीक है, ये क्लियर? Yeah. Anyone else is having any question, you can ask.